Activist Speaks, and today we're going to talk about what happened with Young Joc on Vlad TV. So, Young Joc is a rap artist who is currently a DJ here in the city of Atlanta. He is a host of the Young Joc and Jeezy Morning Show, which is a syndicated broadcast that I think may be seen all across America. So, imagine my surprise when the Jasmine brand reposted this clip of him from Vlad TV.
$50,000 for a show ever in my career. I think the highest I ever got is 110, and I was in Africa. But that was a lot of money to me. I mean, 110,000 wasn't a lot of money to me, but it was a lot of money to pick up in one day.
For one day, one show.
To do what I'm normally, you know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So don't get me wrong. Somebody called me today and was like, hey, yo, man, you $250,000. I know what I got to do. Nah, I may not do it either. And it's not that I have nothing against the LGBTQ people, but I just may not understand. I may not be in the know enough to feel comfortable enough to do this. I just don't know, because I don't want to start doing that. Maybe I don't want to be comfortable with this lifestyle. Is that okay? Is that okay to say? Is that okay to say? I may not be comfortable rapping this song and this man is looking at me with lustful eyes, with his nipples out, with lipstick on, rapping my lyrics to me. I may just...
You talk about it's going down, and this man is looking at you with hard nipples.
You try to turn from this side, and go here. I mean, it just might not work like that.
43-year-old Jasiel Amon Robinson went on to this platform to say that he was unwilling and unable to perform for the gay community if he was offered $250,000. Now, by his own omission, Young Joc said that he himself had never received more than $110,000. That's the most he's ever received for a performance, and that came to perform in Africa. But with that being stated, this man who went on a national campaign advertising the importance and the value of driving for Uber, which is a great thing. Like, I'm in no way saying it is a shame or detriment to drive for Uber, because I'm a huge supporter of the economy. But this man who is advocating for driving for Uber, saying with 9 children, is saying that he would turn down $250,000 to perform for a gay audience because it would make him feel uncomfortable. This to me was quite surprising, because I don't think on any planet that there is Young Joc could command that kind of money for performance. This man has no Grammy. This man has no Billboard Music Award. This man has no VMA, no Soul Train, no Lady of Soul Award to his name. Yet he boldly proclaimed that he would not take $250,000 to perform for the gays because he would feel uncomfortable. I want to say that Young Joc has every right in the world to perform for who he wants to perform for. That is his right as an autonomous man to say who he will and will not perform for. I support that. That is his right. It is his right to feel, to say that. But I want to talk about what that actually means on a larger scale, because what it is, and some people would say that's homophobia. Some people would say that this is Young Joc's that he's homophobic. I don't think that that's what it is. In his interview that you just saw from Vlad TV, Young Joc expressed that this would make him feel uncomfortable to see men in the audience with their nipples bared, smiling at him wearing lipstick. Although I think that it's safe to say that at some point, Young Joc himself has worn lipstick. It may have been a nude shade. It was perhaps it was a balm, but we know that he's worn wigs. We know that he's worn lace fronts. We know that he's even worn a dress. But this lipstick man with his nipples out, with his shirt raised, will make him feel uncomfortable. I would think to myself that he would only feel uncomfortable from that raised shirt, those perky nipples, and those lustful eyes, because perhaps his eyes are also containing some lust. And that's not to call into question his sexuality, because I'm a staunch believer that human sexuality is fluid, and that a same-sex attraction does not make you desirous of necessarily a same-sex relationship or even a same-sex intimate contact. I don't think that that is the case. But I think that the fear of that response in yourself, which I think is a type of biphobia, is what Yung Joc is dealing with and what perhaps motivated him to make those kind of claims on Vlad TV. I hope that he gets a good therapist one day in this world and kinds of unpacks that, because to me it's detrimental to the work that he's doing, to perhaps even the family that he's trying to cultivate. I think it's a concern. Now, I personally will not be able to support Yung Joc ever again in his endeavors. And I'm not going to lie to you. I don't think I've supported the man since 2007 when he released the one song that I know that he's done, which is It's Going Down, which was a pretty good song. But now I'm no longer going to stream the song or listen to the song or support the song when I hear it in venues that I am visiting because of this statement. This statement to me was so detrimental. Too many celebrities, too many Black celebrities are getting on platforms and making these kinds of statements that have what I hope are unintended consequences to the detriment of people who happen to be a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. It is, again, sometimes it's rooted in ignorance, and sometimes it's rooted in homophobia, transphobia. But I think in this case, it's perhaps rooted in a type of biphobia that I hope that this man is able to unpack. And I'm not saying that he is bisexual. What I'm saying is I think that this falls in the realm of biphobia based on the comment that he made, more so than the realm of homophobia. To be fair, I don't know if Yung Joc is getting $25,000 to perform these days. His last album, I think, was released in 2014, and I don't even recall the name of the album, nor do I recall any singles from the album. No, I think perhaps maybe he's getting that for like hosting gigs. I hope something. Again, I mean, it does have a nationally syndicated radio show, so hopefully he's getting these speaking gigs, because again, as a father of 9, as a father of an entire tribe, I hope that he is getting a good amount of money. But again, I'm thinking to myself, if I am a heterosexual man and someone offers me $250,000 to do what I'm skilled at doing, to do what I am passionate about doing, and it's going to help my family, it's going to help my opportunities to invest, it's going to help my opportunity to thrive financially, I'm going to do it. No one is saying that they're going to give this man $250,000 for any kinds of acts, any kinds of for him to show his nipples. They're simply saying to perform, and he's saying that he wouldn't do it. I made a post about this on my Instagram as well as my TikTok, and my followers jumped on it. They have absolutely given a lot of commentary. So one of my really good friends, who actually shares my birthday, so happy early birthday to my birthday twin, literally said that he is a $250,000 lie. If the most he's ever received was $110,000, you can convince Uncle. You can't convince me that Uncle would not get up there and rap Juice Box with all his might. I think that possibly he would, but he might be afraid that it's his own Juice Box that might get wet from that. So I guess there's actually 2 songs by this man that I know. Some really great people have also come to defense of Yung Joc, and I want to honor that too in the comments. Ultimately, it's about setting healthy boundaries, and I think it's appropriate for Yung Joc and for artists in general to set boundaries, to say this is what I will and will not do. The issue here isn't the fact that Yung Joc is setting boundaries. The issue here is that those boundaries, it's the reason for those boundaries. The reason for those boundaries being that you feel uncomfortable around gay men, that gay men make you feel uncomfortable, and that is rooted in a type of fear. Somebody else said, a good friend of mine who are in my run group, a married man and father of 2, why would anybody gay want his raggedy behind? More importantly, his questionable hair and apparel choices have caused others to question his sexuality. So he should understand and empathize with that type of stigma. That's a weird way of announcing his retirement, but okay, I kind of agree. But again, I think that, that's a good point, and that's also something kind of worthy of unpacking that might give insight into the reasoning behind, why this happened. We have seen how Boosie's career has been bolstered by his homophobia. So perhaps this is a way of Yung Joc trying to boost his career, or resurge his career, or reignite his career, or resuscitate his career by taking the homophobic approach, because perhaps that's going to gain him more virality, more followers, more airtime. And if that's what the ultimate goal is, well, hell, I guess I've given into it and I've given him that airtime. One of the commenters actually supported fully and said, I'm starting to think they mention LGBT just because it's the biggest thing that's going to give them some buzz and headline. In fact, nobody in the community is checking for him. Nobody. Tank shows up, unproblematic, comfortable in his manhood and sexuality, takes off his shirt, sings his songs, collects his coins, and leaves. So, that's a really good point. And again, I guess I kind of talked myself into that just now. So that's kind of, I guess, where it ultimately goes. Well, all that being said, I hope the best for Young Joc, and I hope that he's really able to, get peace in the process and that his career can do whatever his career can do. I'm not going to be able to support this man any longer, but you do what you got to do. Let me know in the comments your thoughts and what you feel about it. If this by chance comes across your YouTube feed, I want you to please stop and follow. You're going to get on this channel, which is small, starting out, trying to grow. You're going to get some great conversations around people, politics, and pop culture. Tonight's focus, or the focus of this episode, of course, was pop culture. Sometimes it'll be politics, sometimes it will be people. And when I say people, I'm talking about people that you may not know, or I'm talking about people that you should know. I'm talking about things happening to people that needs to get more exposure. A lot of things happen to Black, brown, and queer people in this country that no one knows about. Sometimes lives are lost that you need to know about the situations in which those lives were lost. Sometimes achievements are made and you need to know about those achievements. That's what we talk about on People as Well when I talk about the people aspect. So please stick with us. Follow, subscribe, like, and if you saw something good today that you thought in this brief mini pod that was worth sharing, please share it. I'll see you next time.